Imagine yourself going to Egypt. This is your first time. You're live streaming this. You have millions of people watching your every move, about to do something extraordinary. You have everything planned out for months. Your crew is there, the cameras are rolling, security is there by your side, and your drone pilot is ready to launch. And in the middle of your journey, in the middle of you supporting love to the country in which you're in, one of your guys hits you up in the middle of the moment and says to you, "Hey yo bro, the drone pilot has quit." Yeah. What's good everybody? This is Trey G. Riley, the bounty hunter of videography, and I just want to share my opinion on what went down during his live streaming moment in Egypt. By the way, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff while you're here. I love the support that you guys are bringing to me so far. We're at over 500 subscribers, and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy every small victory that we have leading up to the big boy of 100,000 subscribers. But I need your help. Cannot do this alone. So please subscribe. Let's continue. So for those of you who don't know who IShowSpeed is, for some reason, he is a well-renowned streamer who is currently on a mission to explore all the countries in Africa to educate others on the truth of what's going on in that continent. And so far, he is doing great success and more power to him. So this is no shade. This is no like jab at his career or anything like that. This is more towards the drone pilot who's supposed to set him up for success. If you notice, there's been several moments of his streams where you do get aerial footage of his moments doing various activities. That right there is eye-catching, and I love that he's implemented that in his videos until now. So allegedly, the drone pilot didn't leave because, oh, I lost batteries, or the memory card was fried. Nah, allegedly the drone pilot left because he couldn't keep up. He couldn't move with the momentum. He didn't have the stamina. All right, I'll stop. I'll stop with the corniness. But that's the thing. How did you not know? This is live. I don't know about you, but Speed's crash out is genuinely valid. Quite frankly, I think he handled it very maturely. You invested so much money and time in preparation for a moment like this, only for your pilot to just bail on you for his own insecurities, allegedly, is asinine to say the least. Getting straight to the point, man, that's some bullshit. You do not leave a set that you decided to be a part of. I don't care if it's volunteer. I don't care if you're getting paid millions of dollars. I don't care if you're getting paid $1. You chose to be on set. You need to follow through no matter what it is. Because at the end of the day, your reputation as a content creator, photographer, videographer matters through the execution and the follow through of your work. Not just your talent. I bet that drone pilot had a lot of things to showcase that convinced Speed and his team to say, yeah, let's hire this dude. But now that you were in the midst of something that you probably never done before, which quite frankly, no one has ever done anything like this to this scale of what Speed is capable of doing. Valid. But you are becoming the first person specifically in the field of drone piloting to do something like this. You're about to make a historical moment. Now you become an historical gesture in the moment of missing out on an opportunity that you did not follow through. You lost to a major deal because you couldn't keep up. Because you couldn't keep up. This is why I told you in my last video, you gotta work out, you gotta maintain the energy. Why don't you go look at that last video? I'll show you what I mean. Like I said before, you don't get hired because you look good and your portfolio looks good. You get hired in this type of industry because you are able to follow through and get the job done. You are dealing with a very sensitive ass community of people and equipment that if anything goes wrong, you're essentially blackballed without you even realizing it. Let's take the same scenario in a more relatable context. You own a media wedding company and you've been hired to film this extraordinary wedding for like Megan Good, for example, right? Megan Good and Jonathan Majors hired you to get this shot. So you hire a videographer, a photographer, and a drone pilot. Everything is going smooth. You are getting everything that you need. And right before they make their first official kiss as husband and wife, over the backdrop of the beach, beautiful sunset evening, the drone pilot doesn't even say a word. One of your photographers sees the drone pilot packing up, walking away. doesn't even give you the files, doesn't let you know that he's leaving. You don't know if he's going to drop it on Google Drive. He is just saying, nope, I don't want to see Megan Good getting kissed by Jonathan Majors, so I'm going to dip out. It's not in my spirit. Bitch, if you don't get your ass back into the wedding and get the shot that I need a 360 view of them walking down the aisle. I need panoramic shots of the trees all the way in the back. Get the beach. I need it all. Do not leave until I tell you to leave, until you completed your hours, until you completed your job. Ain't nobody tell you to leave. You signed up for this, buddy, old friend, old pal. You did that. You signed a contract, you made a deal, and you have to follow through no matter what. Hell, I can give you another scenario. Say you and your assistant has been hired by Nike to do a photo shoot in a lovely studio in LA. You go out there, you're the first one on set. You trust your assistant to bring all the lights that is needed for the shot. You get there, the talent arrives, everybody is solid. It's almost an hour into the shoot time with no lighting guy, with no assistant, and now you wonder where he's at. You give him a call, he don't answer. Come to find out, your assistant couldn't handle the pressure of supporting the shoot with Nike and just dips. Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. I can't handle Nike. They're too high up there for me. If you don't get your... That right there is an automatic blacklist. Now, let me play angel's advocate here, okay? Maybe there's some things that he legally couldn't do. And here's why I say this. According to my trustworthy sources, Google, Egypt, specifically in Giza, if that's how you say it, you cannot fly a drone at all if you're a tourist in Egypt. No authorization whatsoever. As a matter of fact, you can't even bring a drone outside of the country unless you've been approved by authorities to do so. And I know that's true because I couldn't even bring my DJI Mini 4 Pro, which is 249 grams, which means you can bring it anywhere unless the country says you will not bring it unless you want that drone to be confiscated. So that could be a factor. He must not have been authorized to fly the drone, hence why he just couldn't fly. On the other hand, this person may have already been a resident in Egypt who has already been given the credentials to fly, may not be near the pyramids themselves, but may be able to fly anywhere else in Egypt. And he just couldn't just fly again on the pyramid side. I get it because, again, based on the most accurate information I found on Google, this is one of many spots you cannot fly at all. The gentleman may have had an emergency to attend to, we don't know about, could be something very personal, and had to dip, right? Regardless, there are other avenues that may have been beyond his control to execute a flight like this. Now, allegedly, according to the article, the drone equipment belongs to IShowSpeed and his team. So I would imagine that he gave the equipment back to his team for actually leaving, right? Like that would be the most common sense thing to do. The fact that you quit is dumb, but I would imagine that you given the equipment back before you left, right? No, he did not. He did it. He left the equipment in the middle of Egypt and ran away to the Nile River. I kid you not. I kid you not. You left a $4,000 drone, and I don't know what type of accessories that were in that bag, alone in Africa? Have you lost your goddamn mind? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? I have to go right here so I don't peek you guys because it's so freaking ridiculous. How could you be so dumb that you lose the responsibilities that you have been ordained by Speed to fulfill? It is not that hard, bro. If you've been doing this for a while, you're just flying a goddamn drone. You are not flying a helicopter. Okay, anybody can get the license. You're not stupid until now. What? Why would you leave the dang drone? And based on this video right here, it looks to me that he left at night where anybody and their mama would be searching for this stuff now. And now you have millions of people watching that moment that you said to Speed that he left with the drone back, with everything there on his own. Somebody better go get that shit. If I was Speed in this scenario, I will go out there personally and hunt him down myself. And I just want to ask the question, why? Is it personal? Is it religious? Is it the government that's holding you back? Help me understand here, because the math ain't math, especially if he already paid you. Oh my goodness, that is a major swipe. Motherfucking Speed got played. If that is the case, I hope to God that all he did was give him a deposit. Again, bro, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Completing a mission like this will go down in history. It has been preordained. There's no turning back. His finale is going to end in Morocco. If it hasn't done that already by the time I upload this video, bro, you have now become the laughingstock of the media community. Like you will never, ever work again. I just can't let that slide. I can't let that slide. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying that you have to accept everything that comes your way. Every opportunity could be a good opportunity or a bad opportunity. The way that I see life is everything is neutral. Every decision you make is neutral. It could be a positive or a negative reaction. It's based on you to decide. You don't know unless you get all the facts, right? So if it generally was against his beliefs or against his values as an individual, I genuinely understand. It's just how you did it is so wrong. What the fuck? You gentlemen. So what's the moral of this story? Like I said, protect your values. Be honest and transparent up front before you sign into a deal. Know what you're getting yourself into. And also, it's not just your talent that's going to get you a win. It's your follow through. It's you taking the team to the finish line. That's what's going to make you marketable and fed over and over and over again. Get paid to provide results. That's how it is in 2026. That's how it is when you pick up a camera, when you taking photos, videos, flying a drone, content creation, whatever it is, you're getting paid to provide results. And if you can't do that, or handle the sustainment of pressure that's leading towards the results of what you and the client are looking for, this industry is not made for you. So let me ask you this, bounty hunters. What would you do in this scenario if you were IShowSpeed and you heard this announcement live while at the best moment of your career? Would you get mad? Would you understand his crash out? Hell, would you even hire another drone pilot after this? And most importantly, do you think the drone pilot quitting during midstream is justified? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you also subscribe to this video. I know it's very short. I know it's something a little different, but it's still in lines with what I'm trying to do with this brand here, which is speak to photographers, videographers, and content creators throughout anything that relates to media in regards to using your camera. This is Trey G. Riley, the bounty hunter of videography. See you next time. Don't quit.